point out while we're here. If you look right here, we have a column. Again, a column is when a stalactite and a stalagmite meet up in the middle. This is the largest column in the cave, standing at 14 feet high. Yeah. Look over here, we have a stalactite and a stalagmite that are almost meeting. They're about 6 inches apart and will meet in just 3,000 years.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Stalactite's growth is measured in about the width of one piece of paper per year.
Wow.
To give you an idea of where we're going, look up here. We have a tunnel. In 1927, the two brothers who owned the cave decided to blast a tunnel out into the man-made lake, Lake Nittany, to provide the cave with hydroelectric power. Now at that time, light switches, things like that, were not very common at all. So people would come into the cave not to see the formations and the geological beauty, but they just wanted to see people turn on lights. We are going to be going out into that lake, but before we do, does anyone have any questions? Is there anyone out there? We have to wait for someone to come back from the lake because only one person can be in the tunnel at the time. Would anyone like to hear about the legend of this? Did we tell the legend? That was last time. Never mind. All right. Start to run together. All right. Once upon a time, there was a fur trapper, French fur trapper, who came into the area and started doing very well, trading with the Indian chief Okocho. And he started to have a relationship with the people there and that sort of thing, and had a relationship with the chief's daughter, Princess Nittany. And they fell in love and decided to run off together. But Princess Nittany had 7 older brothers who did not think that this was a good idea, that their sister run off with a French fur trapper, because you know how those French people are. And so they decided to go after them, and they caught the fur trapper and decided to lock him in a water-filled cave, Penn's cave. He swam back and forth for many days before he could swim no more and breathed his last. But some people say, and some tour guides swear by it, that if you go through here on cold, clear nights, you can still hear him calling out for his love, Princess Nittany. I'm choosing to believe that because I think that's an incredibly romantic story, but I don't know.
He does have his own Facebook fan page too.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Look him up on Facebook.
Hi Casey, hi Cassie. You guys got checked, they have 2 tour guides. And they're prettier than me.
Yeah, really.
did hear something back there. Is there a knot in this?
Yeah, it does.
Part of it's going on the side of the room.
It's not gonna break.
It's like the cord that's in the middle of the rope, the actual rope, is splitting away from the thing that's the fuzzy part that's on the outside.
Yeah, we saw this from our bus, right?
So you saw.
Swan's hightailing out, he's saying.
So like a wave.
That warm air doesn't feel great. Somebody out by themselves? That's pretty great.
What?
Somebody's out by themselves. That's pretty great.
Yeah, he must be switching out a boat. What's the back boat?
Oh, I can't see from I touch your
Everyone say hi to the kids on the wildlife tour.
They were on our boat. They were on our boat last tour. Poor Amy.
That's an exciting group.
Yeah, it's gotta be hot now. I don't know if I remember that yet.
You guys see that gray wall right there? That's where the fish came from that were at the dock.
Right back here.
Yeah, sorry about that. Got distracted by the field trip. But that's where the fish are stocked and raised, and then they swim to where the food is, or out to Penn's Creek. This lake feeds into Penn's Creek, and then Penn's Creek feeds into the Susquehanna River. From there to the Chesapeake Bay, and from there to the Atlantic Ocean.
They're waiting.
That gray building just ahead, that's where they used to house the hydroelectric power. But in 1943, they had to discontinue the use of hydroelectric power because the World War II was going on, and they didn't have the materials or resources in order to maintain it, so they joined up with the local power grid. On our left, you see a rare breed of Homo sapien.
Waiting for the boat.
From the bus first?
There's the swan, there's the swan.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's
some
our
deer.
lone swan. She used to have a mate, but one day, a couple months ago, he disappeared.
Aw.
Oh,
Don't
poor
know where he
swan.
went. But swans are monogamous, so she will not find someone else.
sitting up there.
Okay, yeah.
Mom, here.
Sure, the mommies.
I should have swagger.
I had a great one. Something fell in the water? No, it was upstairs. Or did you hear someone?
I heard, like, I saw a splash and heard a splash. Maybe it's just ducks swimming away.
I wouldn't.
You turned around?